Ladies and gentlemen, we have so much information. We've gotten so much information over the past like 5 days in the world of Flesh and Blood that it's just time to get it all out there. It's time to talk about it. Let's discuss. We've got the callings, we have the nationals, the road to nationals. It's just there's a ton of stuff to talk about. So we're going to go through all of it. Hopefully I don't forget anything. I'm going to tell you what I will be doing, and maybe you can tell me in the comments what you'll be doing for some of these events, and if they line up, like if our schedules line up, maybe we can meet up, play some games, like talk, I don't know, go to dinner. I like breakfast. We'll go eat pancakes. It'll be great. It'll be a fantastic time. Let's discuss. Before we do though, however, I do want to shout out these wonderful, fine businesses, people, folks, websites over here on this side. I want to say thank you to them for supporting this channel, and if you'd like to support the channel, head down into the description below. Use any affiliate links that I have down there, and any affiliate link that you use will give me a very small kickback as well, which is super nice because it helps me to upgrade things on the channel or to pay for plane tickets to go to an event and cover it, that sort of thing, which is something I literally just did. I bought plane tickets for the first time in I don't even know how long. I don't fly very much, and all the kickback is helping all of those things be funded so that I can make more fun content for you guys. So support them down there, and if you want to, you can support the channel through those affiliate links. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about, I'm going to turn the screen on. Yeah, boom. Is the call? Oh, you know what? I should turn off. I'm sorry, patrons. Sorry, boop. And then sub goal, and then am I even in the way? I'll just keep myself. Well, look at that 4320. Look at that number just floating there. Boop, it's gone too. It's gone. That's the number we're at right now, you guys. We're at 4320. You know what? that's 780. No, 680. It's quick math. 680 people away from hitting 5,000 subscribers. I've got some giveaway stuff already. For the 5,000 subs. I have a playmat coming. This is not, I'm sorry, I'm delaying the video. I apologize. I have a playmat that I'm designing for the channel with some custom art. You guys may actually hit the 5K subs before I have that playmat in hand. I want to give people that playmat as one of the giveaways for the 5,000 subscriber giveaway. But if you do it too quickly, if we hit 5,000 too quickly, I won't actually have the playmat ready. So it's kind of like a race. Will I get the playmat? Will you hit 5,000 subs? I don't know. We'll find out together. Let's talk about the calling. I thought there were going to be like 2 callings, because that's what they had when the callings released, when the game released in 2019. They had 2 callings. It was in Austin and it was in New Jersey. I thought we'd also have 2 callings. I thought one of them would be in Las Vegas, and I thought the other one would be in Texas. Because there's some connections there with Texas and LSS. Turns out we have 4 callings. We have the one in Las Vegas, we have the one in DFW, we have one in Cincinnati, and then we have one in Orlando. And that's a big special one we'll talk about at the end of this portion. But let's talk through the callings because these are super exciting. They are, and if I click this, will it flicker? Yes, look at that flicker. Legend Story Studios is teaming up with Channel Fireball to bring a series of 4 calling events, which will take place in the US during 2021, which is cool. It's like this is what's going to kind of take over for the rest of the year, which is just really exciting. And it's going to be a variety of different formats. So, by the way, I should say this. If you don't know what a calling is, that's okay. You can kind of equate it to like a Grand Prix or a Magic Fest in Magic the Gathering. It's what I've been told. I never went to any of those. If you did, let me know if that's on par, if they're the same, basically. Let me know. And what it is a very large, like high-profile tournament that you can go and win with high-profile like prizing. But surrounding that tournament, they have a bunch of side events, like a prize wall. You can hang out with people. Maybe there'll be people dressed up as Azalea, which would be awesome because everybody loves Azalea. I want to dress up as someone, but I don't have the time nor the skill to create a costume to dress up as a Flesh and Blood character. Let me know down in a comment below what Flesh and Blood character should I dress up as. I can say that I'm Shiana right now. and you just wouldn't know it. There you go. Maybe that's my costume. But anyway, it's going to be basically just like this big old festivities, like everyone's just celebrating the fact that Flesh and Blood is really fun and that we're all having a good time together. And there's going to be 4 events, and here they all are. Las Vegas is the first one, and this is what I expected most, is that we'd have an event in Las Vegas. It'd be huge. It's the first one. September 10th through 12th, there's the Calling Dallas-Fort Worth, October 15th through 17th. There's Cincinnati in October 22nd to 24th. And then there's Orlando, which is a big one, November 5th through 7th. Okay, so these are the 4 different callings, and they're not all the same event. We should talk very quickly about what they are. Oh my gosh, if I click that, no, it didn't die. Good. So the Calling Las Vegas is the very first calling of the calling season, and they're going to have something just incredibly exciting. They're going to have a Kingdoms World premiere. I think it's going to be a draft, right? So it's a sealed deck. It's not a draft. Oh my goodness. So I'm signed up for this. By the way, I should say this. I will be going to this event. I will be in Las Vegas September 10th through 12th. If you want to come hang out with me, I will probably be very tired, like just going everywhere, doing all the fun stuff, taking videos, playing games. I want to play a ton of Flesh and Blood. Friday, September 10th at like noon or 1 p.m. is when this is going to happen. I am so going to be here. We're going to be opening Kingdoms packs. We know nothing about the set. I have some speculations, which if you want to see a speculation video, watch out for like Friday of this week. I am super pumped to talk about and like figure out what we got going on in Kingdoms, and we're gonna do, look at this, 6 rounds of Swiss with Kingdoms. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be so crazy. And there's prize, like you win tickets to take to the prize wall. At the prize wall, you're gonna be able to get like packs or you know, accessories or giant versions of cards that you like of Flesh and Blood. It's pretty cool. And then on Saturday they're going to do, and the Sunday they're going to do their main event, which is the Classic Constructed tournament. So if you want to come and play at the main event, it's going to be Classic Constructed at Las Vegas. There's going to be a bunch of side events running as well, and you can read all the details right here, how the tournament's structured. But I do want to touch on this. The prizing for the main event is huge. You're getting $1,200 if you win the thing, and even more than that, you're getting a gold cold foil extended art spring tunic, which I'm not going to put a number on it, but I'm going to say definitely sells upwards of $20,000, which is crazy. Now, you know, the market being what it is right now, that could be up and down, but the fact that it's like in that range is incredible. Also, the rest of the prizing is incredible as well. I don't think I will be playing in this one because I have to leave on Sunday a little earlier than when this will wrap up. But this is insane prizing. $1,000 in a gold foil, $700 in a gold foil, $400 in a gold foil. That's insane. Like, that's crazy. So if you can top 8 in this event, yeah, you can expect some like very, very good things in your future. I'll just put it that way. Even if you come in like 32nd place, you get $200, which is basically like covering your cost of like staying in a hotel for, you know, a night or two, depending on where you stay, which is incredible. That is incredible. They're also running a Pro Quest event there, and do keep in mind that if you top 8 one of these events, you're getting a PTI, which is your invitation to go to like one of the higher level tournaments. If you want more info on that, go and check out the video that I made for the tournament kind of structure. I'll put it in the link right above us because that's important to note. They're also running a PTI in Classic Constructed, which is, a Pro Quest in Classic Constructed, which is kind of doing the same thing. And you get a cold foil adult hero if you're 2nd through 8th, and then the first place player, I forget what they get. They get, are they getting the skull cap? I think they're getting the gold foil skull cap. I could be wrong though. I'm pretty sure they are. At least that's what the pictures look like. Maybe not. But it's going to be fantastic. There's going to be tons of side events as well. I'm going to be playing in a bunch of side events, and I highly recommend that you check this one out. Now, the Calling Fort Worth is an event that I will also be going to because I live local, which is great. I live local to the DFW area, and so I will be going to this one as well. It is from Friday, the 15th of October to the 17th of October. And this one's not going to have a classic constructed. It's not going to have a classic constructed like main tournament. The main event is first edition sealed and draft. And I will be playing in this main event. 100% I will be playing in this main event. I love sealed and draft. I think I've decided it's my favorite way to play the game. I don't know. Every time I play the game in different ways, it's always fantastic. But this is going to be just off the charts because it's Kingdoms again, and it's just going to be a good one. This also says there's a Friday side event spectacular, which I will be doing as well. Because side events are fun, and Friday's going to be a good time. But if you win this, it's the same sort of thing. You're going to get absolute just fire prizes. Top 8, man. Fire prizes. I think the best one here is the PTI, but I mean, I would take a random... I would play with a random gold foil legendary. I'm just going to say it right now. I would take a gold foil, I'd put it on the table, I'd play with it every single time. That's just me. It's the same sort of thing, though. They're going to do all of these like side events. They're going to do all of these sealed, these draft. They have like events that are going to be like daily double tickets, where if you do well in them, you get double the amount of tickets that you normally would. They're a little bit more competitive. Yeah, look at this champion: gold, cold foil, Arcanite, skull cap, plus cold foil over here, plus PTI. So if you win the Pro Quest as well, then you'll get a gold cold foil skull cap, which honestly may be worth more than the tunic at this rate. Nah, it's probably not. It's probably the same. They're both incredibly pricey. This is going to be a fun tournament. This is going to be a fun weekend as well. I'm looking forward to this one greatly. And if you want to come hang out with me, then go to this one or go to the Las Vegas one as well. Cincinnati is going to do the exact same thing, except this one is going to be a Kingdoms First and Sealed as well. And in fact, this is basically just going to be the exact same as the DFW one, except I won't be there because I'm not going to be able to fly to all of the events. So unfortunately, I won't be at this one, but I've heard from several people that they're going to go to this one, and they're super excited as well. Think of the exact same setup. It's got a Pro Quest alongside of a main event, and the prizing is incredible, and there's going to be a lot of fun and festivities going on, and all of this leads up to the last one, and the last one is Orlando, and this is one where we want to talk kind of special for this one. Orlando is both the Calling Orlando and also the U.S. National Championship for Flesh and Blood, and what this basically means is, whereas the previous Calling events have been totally open, anyone can show up and play, and this is the same with the Calling portion of this event. You can totally show up and play. The National Championship is invite only, and so if you wanted to play in the National Championship, well, then you have to go to one of these Callings, go to one of these PTIs, or sorry, these Pro Quests, or go to what we'll talk about next, which is the Road to Nationals events, and you have to like win those events or place highly in those events so that you can earn a trip to the U.S. National Championship. That being said, you can still go to this event because it is a Calling, and you can still play in the the Calling type events. They are still going to have a main event as well. I think you can find more info right here on all of that. In fact, why don't we just click it? Let's just click it, see what happens. Pow, pow, pow! The prize pool is insane, by the way, for this event. Look at this, 50K. Prize pool. They're going to be dishing out cash every which way, which is crazy. And again, right here you can see the U.S. National, I'll move myself, there we go. The U.S. National Championships is an invite-only tournament to determine the Flesh and Blood champion for the U.S. It's super exciting. We can expect this to be a 2-day event with like top cuts, that sort of thing. Just the same similar way that they did with the New Zealand National Championships as well. So this is going to be really exciting. All 4 of these events are absolute fire, particularly ending in Calling Orlando with the National Championship. And this leads us to the discussion on how do you actually get to join the National Championship and play in the National Championship. Well, we talked previously about all these PTIs that you can win, but you can also go to the Road to Nationals. So let's talk about the Road to Nationals. So the Road to Nationals, a Road to Nationals series is basically just a series of tournaments held across the U.S. in local game stores, wherein if you place in the top 4, I think it says it right here, the top 4 players will receive automatic entry to their national championships. So the goal with these Road to Nationals events is that you're going to play in them, and then the top 4 players will gain that. I don't want to call it a PTI because they're not calling it that. It will gain entry into the national championships. So if you want to be able to go to Orlando and play in the national championships, try to win the national championships, win the crazy prizing, then this is a fantastic way to earn an entry. Not only are they going to be held locally to where you are, hopefully locally, depending on where you live and like what kind of LGS structure there is around you, but you're also going to be able to, even if you don't win a 1st through 4th place, you're going to be able to get your hands on, like 5th through 8th gets a Cold Foil Monarch Adult Hero, which is really cool. This one, oh my god, I want to see these so bad. 9th through 32nd place. That's me. I will be sitting somewhere in the 9th through 32nd place. A Cold Foil Aura. I want a play set of these. All the parables, like Parable, Merciful, and Ode. I want a Cold Foil playable set of these because I will play them. I will straight up play them. But then again, I also want this. I was thinking to myself, you know, like this would be pretty fun to like win some of these prizing. Look at this. If you're a judge, you can get your hands on a Rainbow Foil Extended Art Herald of Judgment, which, by the way, just Herald of Judgment's pretty funny because it's like you're a judge. But also Herald of Judgment is a beautiful card, and having an extended art version of that as a judge, that is fantastic. And I think judging is fun anyway. So if you know a lot about the rules and like the interactions of the game, then maybe you can get your LGS to kind of, you know, nudge your name over to LSS and they can approve you as a judge. And then you can go judge instead of play. But you know, playing is just as good as well. So these Road to Nationals events are going to be hosted, like I said, at LGSs around you. I highly recommend you reach out to LGSs that you know, ask them if they have a Road to Nationals, set up with them like when that day is so that you put it in your calendar and you can start prepping. I should say this, it's going to be Classic Constructed, which is incredibly important because if you haven't played Classic Constructed, you really need to. It is a fantastic format. It is the premier format for Flesh and Blood. And honestly, it feels really good to play, especially if you've played a bunch of Blitz and you're like, well, I'm just going to lose this matchup and there's not much I can do. In Classic Constructed, you have more health, you have more preparation time, and you have a sideboard so that you can go, this matchup sucks for me. Swap, 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 a couple of cards, and now I have a better shot in it. So prep your Classic Constructed decks, get ready for Road to Nationals, and find out where you can go play because it's going to earn you a ticket to the national championships. So there you go. That's all the news you need to know about the callings, about the national championships, and about the Road to Nationals. I hope I didn't forget anything. If I did, leave a comment down below and we can cover that next time. I am so excited for these callings. Guys, I'm excited to hang out with a bunch of you. We can all sit down, play some games, talk Flesh and Blood, and just kind of figure out how you're doing, you know, that sort of thing. I think after a long stretch of being isolated, it'll be nice to just sit around a table and listen to each other talk. I think that's an important aspect of life. I think it allows us to see a lot more of our commonalities than a lot of our differences, and I think that is incredibly important, not just to me, but hopefully to you as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, and as always, thanks for watching.